Welcome everyone to the Dauntless at Sea channel. Today we continue our passage up the inside passage in British Columbia. We started off in Belinkinsop Bay down here, and then we had basically two 65-mile days. First day we stopped here in Jeannette Island. We decided to stop early. We stopped about 2:30 in the afternoon because I discovered that day that we had a deck fitting that was leaking fresh water, and all our fresh water we ended up emptying the 90 gallons from the starboard freshwater tank, which meant we only had about 20 gallons or 30 gallons left in the port side tank, and we'd have to get water in the near future. So I decided we'd stop here early, and I had a rebuild kit for my Katadyn Watermaker. We decided to rebuild the high pressure pump, which it's supposed to take 45 minutes according to Katadyn. Well, I'm not so quick. It took us about 4 or 5 hours, but frustratingly, when everything was said and done, put everything back together with high hopes, it still didn't work. Well, it worked. The water pump, the Watermaker was working, but on the motor side, it still like threw up all its oil. So I had a seal going on the motor side, and that's still something that has to be repaired. So we still had no Watermaker. So the next day we got up bright and early and made our way up to Sea Otter Inlet right here. And Sea Otter Inlet's very beautiful. It was very nice and quiet. But then we knew the next day I'd have to find water, and we'll get into that later. So we came out of our anchorage that morning, discovered the Alaskan Ferry Columbia, also northbound. We challenged her to a race, and she quickly left us in her wake as she goes about 15, 16 knots, and we were dawdling along at 6. This gives you a look at the pilot house. There's Larry there. I used two Samsung monitors as my navigation charts, and the sea map and running Coastal Explorer, and also the radars on the right there. This shows the Maritron data and our water loss in the starboard tank. It was nice and steady, which meant that the tap was on a little bit and basically drained 90 gallons in 6 hours. This is the anchorage we found to work on the Watermaker. Very nice, quiet anchorage, very beautiful. And here we have my Katadyn Watermaker. On the left side it's down stored in the engine room behind the fuel tank. And you see that mess under it. That's sort of a combination of water and oil. That the oil came from the motor on the left. But I had the rebuild kit for the high pressure pump, which is that part in the middle, and that's what on the right hand side. That's what it looks like on the table as I'm really building that kit.
Really pretty. Really pretty. I'm not clear why this boat sat here all night and ran their generator, but you know, they're government workers, so I suppose they can do that. Oh, sun coming up. Time to get going. Ah.
much wind or current. This was a pretty easy docking. Just straight in, stop the boat, get a line on the dock, straighten out, make sure we're parallel to the dock, and tie us off. And it sort of went like that. And just like that, we were docked. Miss Larry walking up the dock. Turns out the water was right by that shed. There was a hose there, and I could get that hose almost all the way to the boat, and then through some jury rigging, I was able to fill the two water tanks. So thank you, Bella, for getting that done. And Larry, in his travels, did find some donuts. So all in all, it was a good day. This was the middle of the day on the 15th. Now, we didn't stay here the night. We continued on, but we'll start that tomorrow. Thanks for watching the Dauntless at Sea channel. Please subscribe. Please like. Until the next time.